Hey friends, this is Misty with Gleespendesigns. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today I have 5 high-end rustic farmhouse Dollar Tree DIYs, and DIY number 1 is this light up Christmas bulb tree. Using one of the little wood drawer boxes from the Dollar Tree, I removed the drawer from the inside and then we're going to do the water and paint stain technique. I have not actually used real stain since I have done this. I love this technique. And then you're just going to paint that right on the box. For the little tree, I did 3 different size Christmas bulbs from the Dollar Tree, and I just hot glue 4 of the bulbs with the little hangers facing inward. I do 1 set of the largest bulbs and then 2 sets of the medium sized bulbs. For the last 2 rows, I remove the hangers and then hot glue 4 of them together, just like I did the previous rows. For the lights on this, you can use Dollar Tree lights, but I get these lights off of Amazon and you get 32 of them in a pack for like $29, and they will be on my Amazon store, which will be linked in the description. I take the lights and I just kind of bend them together to the size that the tree will be, and I hot glue that tiny little battery pack, which is also a plus from the Dollar Tree one as well, because the Dollar Tree battery pack is quite big. So then I take the bulbs and I just slide those right down the lights, and you can hot glue them in place wherever you would like them. Once you have them all on, if you have any spots where there is a little bit more light showing through than you would like, just use the little bulbs or these Dollar Tree vase fillers. You could add whatever you like to the little crate. I just added a little Dollar Tree bow, and this DIY was so quick and easy to make, and I absolutely love how it turned out. I think this would make a perfect Christmas gift for a loved one, and look how pretty this is when the lights go out. DIY number 2 is this adorable rustic farmhouse Christmas tree. Using one of the little mini Christmas trees from the Dollar Tree, I just simply open it up, and you guys, I'm sure, know how sparse these trees are. So we're going to go in with some Dollar Tree garland ties, and I do this kind of differently where I'm not gonna go in and put them all one by one. I just use some floral wire and I bend the garland ties in half and I make like a huge garland, and then you can just simply wrap it right around the tree and push some of the branches down and just going up the tree as far as you would like. Once you get close to the top, it is easier to just add them one by one because you only need about 3. This little tin Dollar Tree bottom to a Christmas tree was adorable, so I just took off the legs and added that right onto the Christmas tree. You could skip this step if you would like. I just added a little bit of old pillow stuffing to the bottom of the tree to make a little faux snow look. Next, I go in with the Dollar Tree snow spray, and you can use as much or as little as you would like. Dollar Tree has these little pitberry garlands, and they are just so cute. I twist it around the top of the tree, and then I weave it right through the tree branches. So again, at Dollar Tree, they have these little pine cones on a wired garland, and I do the same that I did with the pitberries. I'm going in with the Amazon lights again and adding those to the tree as well. These little truck ornaments from Dollar Tree are so cute. I added those to the tree along with a Dollar Tree buffalo check bow. And to give this more of a rustic feel, I balled up little pieces of the Dollar Tree moss and just tucked those right into the branches. And here's how this DIY turned out. I am absolutely adoring this little tree. I am loving the rustic farmhouse vibes it is giving off. And I still have this sitting on my kitchen counter, and that is definitely where it is going to stay. And then again, when the lights go out, you guys, this is absolutely adorable. DIY number 3 is the tall rustic Christmas tree. We are going to start out with 2 of the Dollar Tree Christmas trees, but we're going to use 4 in total. Just kind of pull the branches all to one side and then do the same with the other so that you can zip tie them together and you have a fuller tree. Using the Dollar Tree zip ties, you don't need to do the garland trick because you really only need a few for this little tree since we did put the two trees together. And here's what it looks like after you add them together and add a few garland ties. Next, you will need one of the flour sack towels from the Dollar Tree and one of their buckets. I simply wrap the flour sack towel around and tie it with some jute twine, cut off the excess, and then I even take a little bit of extra twine and wrap that around the bucket. For the trunk of our tree, we are actually going to be using a Dollar Tree plunger, and you can skip the staining part because I actually end up wrapping it in burlap to cover the metal part of the trees. Zip tie your little tree to the top of the plunger. To add the third and fourth tree, make two more of those trees like we did in the beginning. Split your top tree and add that little tree kind of right up inside the tree so it looks all like one piece. Again, to make our tree fuller, here I am doing the garland trick where I just wrap the ties around a Dollar Tree floral wire and then you just simply wrap it around the tree. And you guys, it is that easy. I mean, and it gets so much fuller. You can see it here like within seconds, and you can just keep pushing those branches down and going up the tree as much as you would like. Now you can go ahead and start fluffing out your tree simply by just moving those branches all around so you don't have any big gaps. And to cover up those little metal parts on the tree, I just simply wrap the burlap around the plunger. And you can see here, you guys, it is so easy to turn this plunger inside out and actually screw it right back on, and it will go into the bucket, and it is like almost airtight. I mean, it is perfect how much this actually fits in this bucket. I do add some rocks right from my driveway to kind of give it a little bit more stability. I think this tree would look so cute like this all year round, but to give this a little bit more of a Christmas look, I took a little pieces of ribbon, dovetailed the ends, added a pipe cleaner, and just started twisting those onto the tree wherever I thought would look kind of cute. And you can kind of see I curve the ends of the ribbon, and I really like that look. I mean, come on, nothing says Christmas like mistletoe. So I go ahead in with the Dollar Tree mistletoe and I just tuck that right into the tree. And then I take some burlap ribbon and wrap that right around the tree, starting from the top, going down to the bottom. And then for that rustic look again, I add some of the Dollar Tree Spanish moss simply by tucking that right in there. At Dollar Tree, they have these little wood snowflakes. I did a little faux staining with the water and paint technique, added some twine, and then just hung those on the tree like little ornaments. I added some of the Spanish moss also down in the bucket, and then I took a little burlap bow that I made and added that right to the top of the tree. And you can make little tails as long as you like. Then I add a little twine bow to the bucket and I clip off the excess from the tails. And this DIY turned out so cute. I actually want to make another one for the other side of my fireplace. I just adore this DIY. This DIY would be so perfect for a Christmas craft party or even to sell at your craft shows. I have been so excited for these next two DIYs. DIY number 4 is the pool noodle birchwood logs. Using some pool noodles from the Dollar Tree, cut them down to the size that you would like your logs to be, and then I just gouged little holes in them with my nails. Using a brown paper bag or some of the like Dollar Tree has like gift wrap that almost looks like, I don't know if it's gift wrap or it's some type of wrapping paper that looks like brown paper bags, and I just simply cut those into strips, ball them up, and then flatten them out, but you want to leave some of the wrinkles. Add some Mod Podge to a pool noodle and then start wrapping that brown paper bag right around the pool noodle and make sure that is nice and tight, but you definitely want to have some of the wrinkles still in the paper. Continue to do this around all of your pool noodles and again by wrapping that paper around and Mod Podging it down. For the knots in our logs, we are actually going to be using toilet paper, ball that up, and then where we like made our little notches in the beginning in the pool noodles, you are going to place those little balls of toilet paper, and you want a nice decent amount of Mod Podge on there so that they get nice and hard once they dry. For the ends of the logs, I just traced out the bottoms and then Mod Podged those on. And now you're going to go in with your white paint and you want to do a heavy dry brushing. You want a nice decent amount of white paint on there, but you do want that brown to show through. Do that on all of the logs, and then for the ends, I just kind of swirled my paintbrush right on the end of the log. To give our logs a more real effect, we are going to use a beige wash, which is just some beige paint and some water, and you are going to apply those onto the logs, and you do not want to cover them completely again. And then after we do this, we are going to go in with a darker gray, and you want to really pay attention to those knots. And what I do here is I kind of brush that beige and the gray on, and then I wipe it off a little bit. And again, you are really wanting to pay attention to those knots and make those a little bit darker than the rest of the logs. So as you may know, those birchwood logs have those little black lines, so you can go in with a small paintbrush or even a little paint pen and add those lines to the logs. Now you can stack your logs however you would like, and then I used a piece of the Dollar Tree twine and wrapped it around the logs and simply tied it in a knot so that they would stay in place, and then I continued to wrap that twine around the logs a few more times. You could add whatever greenery you would like. I actually got this from Dollar General, but Dollar Tree has amazing greeneries right now, and I just hot glued that right on the log. And then I added a bow that I also made using a few ribbons. And these little logs look so real. I have quite a few people ask about them when they come in, and I have them sitting right by my fireplace where I think they just look so adorable. I have been wanting to do these birchwood logs for such a long time, and I think they look so cute next to all of my other Dollar Tree decorations. Yes, you guys, these are all made from Dollar Tree items. DIY number 5 is this stunning Christmas centerpiece. Using 3 of these glass candle holders from the Dollar Tree, I use some Mod Podge and I start from the bottom and then I do like a flicking up motion. I don't want to cover the whole glass piece because I want it to have like almost like a frosted look to it. So I add some Dollar Tree Epsom salt and faux snow, and then I cover the glass pieces with that mixture. And you guys, look how pretty this turns out. I absolutely love this. I did that to all 3 of the glass candle holders, and then for the middle one, I added a little twine bow. Next, you will need 6 of the Dollar Tree little crates, and we are going to do that faux stain technique. I told you guys I love this technique. It is amazing, and we are going to stain all 6 of those little crates inside and out. Now you can start taking your hot glue and wood glue, and you're going to glue 3 of those crates together, and you want 2 rows of those. And then we were going to glue both of those rows of 3 crates together. Now I'm going in with my chip brush using my white chalk paint, and I dry brush across the whole crate, front, back, and sides. To make the darker streaks that I do in my wood sometimes, I pinch the like paintbrush bristles just like that, and then I will like do really fast little streaks, and I absolutely love that look. So for this next part, you can use floral foam, but here is a much cheaper way. Use a Dollar Tree pool noodle, cut it in half, and then you just measure out little sections and tuck those pieces right into each one of the crates, and it works just as good, if not better, than floral foam. And you also get so much more for just $1. At Dollar Tree, they have these little wood planks, and I'm going to simply just cut it in half and then hot glue it where like the crates cross together. And then I'm also going to glue a little smaller piece in the center. And this is where we are going to set our candle holders, but I want the center one to stand up a little bit. So I add a few little mini Jenga block pieces to another wood piece, and I make like a little platform and hot glue that in the center. And see, you have a little platform for your center candle. And then I'm going in with that faux stain again and just staining those little wood pieces as well. And now you can start adding whatever greenery you would like, or you could do flowers. Honestly, you guys, make it yours. I always say that, and I love seeing what you guys create. So please tag me on Instagram if you do. And of course, I go in with some of the Dollar Tree mistletoe again. And here I am just wrapping some twine completely around the crates. And that's kind of hard to do staying in camera view. So sorry about that, guys. I absolutely adored these little white Christmas bulbs that are in a Christmas bulb pack that came from the Dollar Tree. So I add those right into the centerpiece as well. And I just tuck those in and throw out. I couldn't believe my eyes when I seen this cotton pick at Dollar Tree, so of course I added a few of those in as well. I wanted something to put on the front of the crate, and I have this amazing Amazon paper packet, and it does come with these stickers. I've already used a couple, but they are adorable. And then look how many different cutouts you could actually get of this, and they say Farm Fresh Christmas Trees, and I simply cut one of those out, add some white chalk paint by using my little chip brush. Then I just put some Mod Podge on the back of it and not hot glue it. Oh my goodness, you guys. Then I just glue that right to the front of the crate, and you could Mod Podge over the front of it as well. Now you can add in a few of the Dollar Tree candles, and this DIY is done. You guys, this is one that did amazing on my TikTok because, I mean, come on. I don't know about you, but I love this. Like, I absolutely love this. It is definitely one of my favorite DIYs that I have done. I truly hope you guys have all enjoyed these Dollar Tree DIYs. I absolutely enjoy doing them for you. Without you guys, there would be no Gleespin Designs. So I definitely wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. These are definitely some of my favorite DIYs, and I absolutely could not wait to show you guys. Also, if you like more faster paced videos, please add me over on my TikTok. You will see that some of these DIYs have actually gone viral. And again, I absolutely want to thank anyone who supports me there on TikTok. So let's become friends and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified